It's the Prattle, where Westman, TCB, Allen, aka Pop, and I talk sports, specifically basketball and football, at length in a foolish and or inconsequential way. With that being said, I'm Dean's the producer, bringing to you the Prattle. Let's get it. Welcome to the Prattle, episode 2. It is the evening of Saturday, January 20. I'm here with TCB, Westman, and Allen. We've just had the college football playoff final with Bama winning again. NFL playoffs, we're in the semifinals of that. In the middle of the college and NBA basketball season, and we've recently had a Fortnite update. Gotta love that.
Always.
And we're going to start talking with the NBA and the best player in the world's team, the Cleveland Cavaliers, and how they are not in the shape that they should be, even with the recent additions of D-Rose and IT. What do you guys think about that?
You know, I'm not worried at all.
You think they'll still end up being
Absolutely.
1 or 2 in the East?
Regular season LeBron is very different than playoff season LeBron. They're just not in sync right now. I don't think we should be worrying too much. People are pushing the panic button, but it's okay. It's January, the middle of the season, where these games don't even freaking matter. So, everyone...
Right.
Well, Alan, you say people are pushing the panic button, but the people on the court are pushing the panic button. They're saying themselves, we don't have the roster we need to win a championship. They're looking for trades. They're looking at DeAndre Jordan. They're looking at George Hill. They're looking at Lou Williams. They're even talking about possibly firing their own head coach. I mean, they're definitely not in the shape where they can even get to the championship, let alone win it.
Wes, are you telling me that LeBron is thinking about getting fired? Their coach?
Oh,
Oh
yeah,
wow,
that's a good take.
I didn't hear about that. That's kind of crazy, actually. But one thing that I've been thinking about this NBA season with the Cavs is it mirrors almost the Miami Heat season when they had Chris Bosh and they had Dwayne Wade and LeBron. Right when Isaiah Thomas came back, I told everybody that would listen to me that they would have a big time struggling because they didn't have that kind of guy shooting all those shots. So I think, at least as of right now, the reason that the Cavs have been struggling is because Isaiah Thomas has come on. What do you guys think?
I think it's...
Well, you go ahead, Landon.
Okay. IT, great addition offensively, obviously. Take some pressure off LeBron, but they still don't have any defense. Like, IT does not contribute to the defensive factor on the Cavs at all.
He's poor.
And that's what they need right now. Like, they've had IT and they put up points still. They just cannot find an answer defensively, and obviously IT is not gonna contribute in that sense. So I think him being back does help them, but it doesn't help them where they need it.
Mm-hmm. Right. It's just they're getting richer where they're rich already, and they need help on defense. Wes,
Right.
I'll let you go.
Right.
I think a big problem here is that basketball is such an emotional game where if you're getting hot, you're going to play amazing, and if you're frustrated, you're going to come onto the court and you're not going to be able to hit shots and things like that. So when you see LeBron and Isaiah Thomas talking to the media and expressing how frustrated they are on the outside, imagine how frustrated they are on the inside. They're going to continue to have struggles unless they get some good morale, and that's gonna start when they start winning games, and it's not looking like that's gonna happen anytime soon.
Deans, Kyrie Irving wasn't any better on defense.
No, but what's the problem now, Alan? They put up the Thunder put up 148 points on them today.
The problem is that they're
Like,
not confident right now. They are not confident. Isaiah Thomas.
How does that matter defensively?
Kyrie isn't 5'6".
True.
5.
But
Kyrie is just...
they're
is
not confident at all right now. It's the middle of the season. They're tired. It seems like a drag. You have a game every day, it feels like. They are not confident. Isaiah Thomas still talks about what they did to him in Boston. Like there's a grudge there, and he won't get over it. And that's what's holding them back. That's the problem.
Defensively,
Just overall.
but they're putting up points
But they're losing.
because of their defense.
Because of their defense.
They need to find an answer on defense, and IT and D Rose are not going to be that answer.
Deans, do you think that their sole defensive lack is at the point guard position? Because I personally think bringing in somebody like a DeAndre Jordan, it would be a high price, but I think bringing in somebody like that, they don't really have a rim protector. You can't play Tristan Thompson nowadays, dude. He's struggling. So
The Kardashian curse.
right, I mean that's what I'm saying, you know. So I think it goes well beyond that point guard position, dude. They have holes, gaping holes, on that defensive end.
Absolutely.
And you can't win a championship like that. I don't care if you're scoring 180 points a game because the other team's going to score 181. You know.
Right, exactly.
Well, and Cleveland, defensively, yeah, it's an effort type dynamic, and when Cleveland is one of the oldest teams in the NBA, they're gonna struggle with that. LeBron can only do so much, and when you look at Boston being one of the youngest teams in the NBA, they're playing some of the best defense. So I mean, if they do bring on some youth, a shot blocker and DeAndre Jordan, that'd be a big game changer for them.
Right. When you watch the Celtics, it's almost like nobody told them that nobody plays defense in the NBA. like they're still
They weren't under that impression.
Right. They're still playing college ball, you know. Jason Tatum, both ends of the floor. That dude's going to be a superstar, not a star. He's going to be a superstar in this league for 10, 15 years.
Absolutely, Toby. He has top 5 shooting percentage from the 3-point arc. He's doing incredible.
Ridiculous. Yeah,
TCB, would you trade Jason Tatum for Anthony Davis?
No,
Wow.
I wouldn't. But see, this is my reasoning behind that. I've always been a big proponent of you need a big guy, and obviously, lately, it hasn't been as needed. But I love having a team surrounded by a big guy. Having a wing, dude, wings are few and far between in the NBA. Think about all the great 3 men in the NBA these days, but you can't think of that many solid scoring, rebounding, shot blocking big men. So I would take Anthony Davis at this point, but that is tough. That is tough.
Fair.
All right, so what about that Rockets Clippers game if we're going to stay in the NBA? A little bit of tension, to say the least.
Had a little drama.
Yeah, a
there,
little drama. So I'll have you guys dive in. What do you guys think of that Rockets Clippers game? Crazy.
I love it. I love every single second of it. This is what I would pay to watch this every single night.
What?
It's entertaining.
What would you pay to watch?
Just
What's the value?
beef. It's
Okay.
The chip.
It's just unfortunate. It's unfortunate that we don't have any cameras in the locker room.
Yeah.
I'm willing to take the hit there, maybe see a couple naked dudes.
Oh,
But if I see a couple punches thrown, I think that's definitely worth it.
Is it though?
absolutely. It makes the game mean something a little bit more.
What else, Deans? What do you think?
I think it's all right. Well, okay. No, the locker room stuff, that's a little ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like, come on, guys. But all the on-court stuff, I think it's fine. The guys are getting so passionate. You saw a couple of the dudes getting a little flamed out there.
Yeah.
I don't know if that had anything to do with Chris Paul's return
Maybe.
or just how the game went. But either way, I'm all right with the on-court stuff. But the off-court stuff with the locker room, and that just seems unnecessary. I do agree
Listen, guys.
I do agree with
Go ahead, finish up then.
with the beef on the court. I think that's really fun to see in the NBA because you don't see that a lot. But the off-court stuff is just a little ridiculous.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, come on.
Go ahead, Wes.
Everybody's friends in the NBA nowadays. You got guys building quote unquote super teams based on friendships. Everybody's going to everybody's off-season training camps.
Banana boat.
Everybody's buddies hanging out, going on vacations together, loving on each other. But listen, NBA back when you had Charles Barkley and that type, every game was competitive because you had rivalries inside the paint. You had people like Reggie Miller talking trash every second he had. There's an extra component when you have two people mad at each other coming out of the locker room. So when I see Chris Paul getting passionate about his former teammates, it's obvious that he doesn't like them. That makes the game even so much better because you get great basketball, but you also get the trash talk, you also get the aggression, and then maybe a couple fists.
Yeah.
Exactly. Just
coming at a face.
just like
or two.
Russ and KD. That's so much fun to watch. That whole
Right.
beef there. Love it.
Love that.
Well, I mean, what I would say is I would definitely agree with Dean's kind of, and also West. I mean, everybody is so buddy in the NBA, and that's not just the NBA, dude. That's every sport. It's because you got this AAU. You know, people are playing AAU together. You got the Olympics. Everybody's friends. You know, especially all the
Right.
stars.
They've all been teammates.
Exactly. They've all
at
been
some point.
teammates at one point. So, yeah, we need a little bit more animosity. But when you're storming into the other team's locker room, like, come on, like you've crossed the line at that point. And I would obviously love to pay to see some extra technical fouls and a little bit more of that. But don't go into another man's locker room. Like, come on.
Right.
Well, listen, it's all speculation at this point. You don't know what Chris Paul was orchestrating there. I mean, he works for State Farm. He has to meet his quotas. He's got to sell some insurance. Maybe he was just getting in there trying to sell a couple policies
Being
to
a
those
salesman.
guys.
Right. Well, I mean,
Respect
yeah,
the
that
biz.
would make sense. I mean, there's some rich guys, so yeah, definitely. I would respect that for sure.
All right. That was Rockets Clippers. What about we got coming up the All-Star weekend? What do you guys think about this new concept they brought about this year with the drafting? You guys think that's going to be better or worse?
I thought it was very interesting. I wish we could have saw like the whole draft go down, but like it's a cool concept. I like what they're doing, getting the fans more involved. It feels like
Yeah, I agree. I like the whole draft process. I think I don't know. I've never been a big fan of necessarily watching the All-Star games, especially when they don't mean anything. So I think this brings another added element, like, oh, why did you draft? Like, LeBron, why didn't you draft Kyrie? You know, something like that, to go back
Right.
to kind of what we were going before. So you're not just all playing on the Eastern Conference team. But, yeah, go ahead, Deans.
No, finish up.
I was just saying that am I going to watch it? Am I going to be more inclined to watch it now? Yes. But All-Star games for me are just, I mean, that's not a game, you know? So I do like the whole hoopla around it, but I don't really care for the game itself.
Right. You're telling me that Steph Curry laying down on the free throw line while Giannis throws one down isn't a good game? Is that what you're telling me?
I don't know how that's just good defense. I mean, come on.
Yeah. Almost 200 points.
Right.
That's just fun to
Right,
watch, man. That's just so fun to watch.
Exactly.
Well, honestly, I don't think we're going to see a lot of discrepancy in the teams. I think the teams are going to be pretty similar. You're going to see Steph taking KD and West staying in the West. Obviously, LeBron probably won't draft Kyrie Irving, but other than that, it's going to be similar teams. It's going to be the same dynamics. It's going to be well over 200 points, just dunks and crazy stuff. But I think it's still going to be fun. I enjoy watching it. I enjoy the week. You know, I love watching the Celebrity All-Star Game. I think it's fun. I think the dunk contest is getting more competitive these days. I think they're doing a good job with it.
they definitely take nothing and turn it into something. That's what I like about the NBA.
Yeah, they're doing a lot with the drama aspect.
Yeah, they definitely do whatever they can to make an extra penny. But I mean, look at their business. Jeez, they've exploded within the past 15 years. So obviously, what they're doing, in terms of money wise, is working. But yeah, this is to get the best players in the world to play in one game. I mean, people are gonna watch. So yeah, I definitely agree.
Yeah.
I like the new setup, but I think through as the years to come, I think they'll tweak it a little bit. I think. Maybe have a different thing with the starters, and I don't know. But yeah, I agree that it's not a great game to watch. So
Right, yeah, you see dudes what Anthony Davis had like 50 points last All-Star
Right.
game.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And you just don't see defense, and it wasn't an impressive 50 points. It really wasn't.
No. I mean,
And it's just,
right, exactly. And to go to a game where there is no defense, to why I love college basketball, because these guys play so hard every single game, so much defense. I could watch college basketball all day. So what do you guys think? What do you guys think of this year's college basketball? It's crazy, is it not?
Trae Young, the big name in college basketball.
Big defensive guy.
How many shots did he put up the other day?
39 tonight. Wow. 39 shots? Come on. What do you guys think about Trae Young? I mean,
The basketball reincarnate of Kobe, baby.
no. Jeez.
Steph Curry.
The disrespect. Don't even go there. I think he's got an incredible shot, but obviously he's still young. He's not making the best decisions out there. If you're going to put up 39 shots, that's obviously not going to be the best way to boost your team towards a win. And when you're the number 4 team in the nation and you're losing to your rival, it's not a good look, obviously. Sure, go ahead and put up 48 points, but unless you win, I really don't care. And you see the highlights. Of course, he's putting up threes and double coverage and all this and crazy layups. But until I see the point where he's making open shots for his teammates and not shooting up bricks in crazy defensive coverage, I'm not a big fan of Trae Young at this point.
Wow, Westman. Wow.
I mean, yeah, he had 48 points tonight. Got to respect that, right? But he's shooting 35% from the field.
But did he win?
No, exactly. That's what I think what Deans is saying. He shot such a poor percentage. But, I mean, for me, Trae Young, sure, he's leading the nation in points and assists. We have to give him that. But he doesn't pass that eye test. People that are just going nuts over him, I highly doubt have watched a full game of his, if not a couple. Because I've had the joy of being able to watch a couple of his games. And sure, he's a great scorer. He's dynamic with the ball in his hands, that's for sure. But he turns the ball over a lot, and he has a lot of work to do before he's an NBA lottery pick, in my opinion.
Is he a one and done?
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, I think he's a one and done. When I talk to people, they say he should go number 1. Some of my buddies, I'm like, number 1 overall? What? Have you seen Marvin Bagley?
Have you seen Miles Bridges? Have you seen Miles Bridges?
Miles Bridges, who's going to be a second-round pick? No, I'm just kidding.
Jaren Jackson?
Jaren Jackson's a man, but some of those guys, I mean, you just see just so much potential. But for me, you just don't see it with Trae Young.
What about Zion Williamson? The big commitment.
Yeah, speaking of one and done,
Jeez.
Zion Williamson to Duke tonight.
I don't want to talk about it.
Why not, Wes?
Oh,
Why not?
fellas, we had Wesley thinking he was going to go to UNC. Alan, what do you have to say about that?
Good luck with that.
Good luck with that, Wes.
Listen, I just feel sad in my heart for this young kid. He's obviously young and foolish, and he made a wrong decision. He had a chance to go to Michael Jordan's alma mater, and be the next man to come out of UNC. 6 national championships for UNC. It's a dynasty, and he had a chance to go there and make a name for himself, and now he's just going to be some other guy at Duke.
Another guy at Duke.
Some other guy. Come on.
Mike,
Listen,
Coach K.
We'll see if they get past the
Coach
first
K
round.
is going to turn him into the next LeBron.
Okay, Pop. Okay, come on now.
We'll see.
Hey,
Haters.
Wes,
Haters.
I'm not a hater, but Zion. I mean, first of all, he's nothing like LeBron James was in high school. I think
Yeah, he's better.
He's not He might be a better high school player than LeBron James was, but there's no way you can tell me you see a ceiling even close to LeBron.
This man
You
is
can't even see
six.
LeBron's ceiling.
This man is 6'7", 270. This is a football player playing basketball, and he is dunking over kids.
Yeah,
He's
I
a
agree with you.
man.
Well, there's more than dunking in basketball, Pop.
Did you watch his? I watched his game live on Twitter, and that guy got to the hole like it was nothing.
Against high school competition,
Oh
all
my
of these
gosh.
no. All of these high-level guys are getting to the rim every single time, whether we like it or not. Think about them playing against the Zeondes chicks, dude. Zion Williamson would have 80 points every night, okay? But I'm interested to see him at Duke. The Duke is turning out a lot better pros lately, West, than UNC. I mean, that's without a doubt. And so I like his decision.
Does Duke have any basketball players in the NFL? I don't think so.
Who does UNC have?
Julius Peppers.
Garbage. Washed up.
Okay, he's still coming off the line hot.
Okay.
Just Julius Peppers?
I mean, one is more than zero.
Okay.
I think you're missing a big one here. Recently drafted.
What are you talking about?
Little Mitch Trubisky action.
I'm talking basketball players.
said
Deans,
football
Julius
players.
Peppers played for North Carolina basketball.
Julius Peppers played basketball and football at UNC.
Allegedly.
Yeah, it has yet to be confirmed.
Basketball players at UNC to the NFL.
Right. Yeah, definitely.
Yes.
My bad,
Well,
fellas. I'm
it
just
wa- it was a
producer.
very-
You
It
missed
was a
that
very
one. We'll
poorly
cut that
worded
out.
Statement by Wes. I mean,
I'll just sit back.
Debatable. I think it just went over land and
well,
No,
you're
sea.
not
Wes,
very
you're
articulate,
not very
Wes.
great with your words.
no, you're
Chill
you're
on
bad.
the producer, man. Come on.
Oh.
Just a producer.
Okay, Wes. So I have a question for you. We're watching this college basketball this season. Who's your number one team? Who's the number one team you're saying? And if you say North Carolina, I'm done with you.
Listen, I'm not foolish like Alan saying Zion is LeBron James. I'm
Sleep,
going to go
sleep.
with Michigan State, hands down.
Just Party
Um,
Nation, baby.
Izzo has his boys ready. Miles Bridges is, in my opinion, the best player in basketball at this moment.
Okay, that's a
um,
bold statement.
And I think they're watch out for those Spartans. They're coming for the Final Four. They're going to be in the Final Four, no doubt. And right now in the Big Ten, you've got just a few teams that are legitimate competition. Watch out for Ohio State. They're undefeated in the Big Ten right now. But I really like Michigan
Purdue.
State.
Yeah, Purdue's pretty
Sleep on
Purdue's
Purdue.
pretty dang good too. Yeah. Well, Wes, to go to your Michigan State point, first of all, Miles Bridges is about the third best player on Michigan State, so he's definitely not the best player in the nation. But I do like Michigan State.
He knows when to get hot.
Okay, whatever. Like against Michigan, that one too.
Chill on my man.
Just kidding. Listen, I watched the Michigan State game. I was wowed by Jaren Jackson's athletic prowess. I think he's going to be a great pro. I also think Michigan State has the most talent in college basketball. It's just about getting those guys to play together. And I think if you need a coach to do that, it's Tom Izzo. So I also go with Michigan State. Deans, do you have any opinions on college basketball?
Honestly, no, I do not.
That's fair.
All right,
Let's
we're
swing
good
it
with
over
that.
to Pop. Pop, who's the number one team in the nation?
I'm going with Duke. They're
Okay, why is that, Pop?
Coach K.
K?
Coach Mother Truckin' K. He knows
K
how
doesn't touch
to
the
win
basketball.
in March.
That's true, and
He
have you
gets
ever
his
heard of
players. He gets his players ready.
Yeah, that's true. And they also got a kid named Bagley who's not too bad.
He's decent. Grayson Allen's better.
He's okay.
I love Grayson Allen. He's a dog. He can be dirty, but I love it. Wes, what do you?
People forget when Duke lost in the first round to Mercer. And to Lehigh.
That's true. Hey, C.J. McCollum. C.J. McCollum balled out for that Lehigh squad. A lot of people forget about that.
He's a scorer. He gets buckets.
Yeah, he's a solid player, that's for sure.
All right, let's move on. What we
is that
got
all
next?
we got to say about college basketball?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right, we'll go to the NFL.
Big weekend.
Yeah, I mean, obviously we had the end of the college football playoff. So we're on to the only thing that college players have to worry about, or what we are worried about with college players are going to the draft. What are you guys thinking about the NFL draft coming up?
If the Browns screw this up, they have no hope for the next 100 years.
No, they don't have hope anyway. Listen, I'll break it down for the Browns. I'll send them an invoice for this. Just a little pro advice for them here. But here's what the Browns should do. If they want to win at least one game in the 2020s, so we're looking 3 years down the road, go ahead and draft Saquon Barkley in this draft. Take him at 1 or at 4. It doesn't matter. But trade away everything else. Give it up. I don't care. Just get a couple of draft picks down the road. But you're not going to get a fix unless you get a once-in-a-lifetime player in Cleveland in the backfield handling the ball every play. And that's going to be Tua Tagovailoa. This young man is an incredible. He looked like Aaron Rodgers there in the pocket in that national championship game. I was wowed by him. My jaw dropped on multiple occasions. He's going to be the answer in Cleveland. But yeah, just if you want any hope in the future, what's a couple more losing seasons? You already went 0-17. It can't get worse. Just trade it all away. Look toward the future.
Westman, what are you going to trade away if you have absolutely nothing? They are garbage.
I'm saying trade away all your draft picks to get like 2019 draft picks, 2020 draft picks.
That's a bold statement. Just for
I'm just saying, if you want to win in the future, this is what you have to do.
The Browns fan base is hopeless. They don't want to wait till 2020 to win zero games for the next 3 years, Wes.
They don't care. They had a parade for an 0-17 season.
Because they're depressed.
Exactly.
Pop, who do you think the Browns should take with that number 1 pick?
I think they should get Sam Darnold.
You're kidding me.
Number 1 pick.
You're joking.
No, he's the best prospect.
Did you watch his bowl game?
He was playing in an NFL caliber defense in Ohio State.
You're right.
Exactly. He's gonna play NFL defenses every Sunday.
Sleep on my man.
Dude.
Okay.
All right.
That's all. Alan
No.
has.
Let me
Let's
switch. Let me switch it. Draft Saquon first round. First pick.
Okay.
Number 4 pick. Baker Mayfield.
The answer at quarterback.
Think about it.
What? I'm thinking about it. Go.
People in this draft, the quarterbacks in this draft are all quarterbacks that have good skill sets and good upside and things like that. But did they really win many games? Who's won games? Baker Mayfield. Who won games the last 2 seasons ago? Deshaun Watson. Who's the better quarterback this season in the NFL? Deshaun Watson. You need a quarterback that knows how to win, and that is Baker Mayfield.
So are you telling me that Jalen Hurts is going to be a better quarterback in the NFL than Josh Rosen? Is
I don't
that
know,
your
man.
logic, Pop? Because that's what I'm hearing.
I don't know.
He wins
Cam
football
Newton
games.
went to JUCO.
Okay, Cam Newton. Pop, okay, I agree with you that you need to be able to win. You need to have that winning mentality. But if you're blessed to go to like an Alabama or an Oklahoma where you have so many weapons, dude, look at like
Oklahoma
Wyoming. Look at
barely
Sam
had
Darnold.
any weapons.
What are you talking about? What are you?
Baker
talking
Mayfield was their weapon.
Dude.
Name one wide receiver in Oklahoma's
Okay.
Arsenal wide
They-
receivers.
I don't know his name, but he was the number 1 true freshman wide receiver in the history of that.
True freshman.
Yeah,
You call
he's
that a
dog.
weapon?
Yeah.
No. If
Okay. I will give it to you that Baker Mayfield's a great college quarterback, but so was Tim Tebow, and you see how he turned out in the NFL. I'm not telling you that Baker Mayfield is not going to be a great NFL quarterback. I honestly think he will be a competent to good NFL quarterback. I think he will start in this league, but I think that the answer starts with a quarterback, and in my opinion, the number 1 quarterback in this draft is far and away Josh Rosen out of UCLA. And if the Browns take anybody but Josh Rosen with that number 1 pick, I would say everybody that's living in Cleveland, just move. Just get out of there right now. It's not a thriving city. The Browns are probably going to move to London after that, if I'm guessing, because nobody wants to be in Cleveland anymore. And draft Josh Rosen or the Browns are done.
just have LeBron play quarterback.
Right. Well, have LeBron play every position. They'd probably do better.
Yeah. So this weekend.
All right, is that okay? Yeah, that's all we got for the draft. We got the playoffs this weekend.
Oof.
We got Patriots versus the Jaguars and the Vikings versus the Eagles.
Sheesh.
We'll do picks in a sec, but what are you guys' thoughts about the results of the previous round? Obviously, the Saints
My goodness.
with a little choke action.
Yeah.
What else you guys got?
Well, I'm just going to jump in real quick just because I picked the frickin' Saints to win the Super Bowl. God dang it. They should have won that game. I mean, my gosh. Stephon Diggs, all props to you. You too, Case Keenum. But it was in the Saints' lap. But that was one of the craziest endings you'll ever see. What do you guys think about that game? Holy smokes.
That was incredible.
Yeah, that's a goosebumps moment. I'll be telling that one to my grandkids. That's one of the best experiences I've witnessed in my history as a watcher of sports. Not to brag. Yeah, I mean that skull chant with Case Keenum there on the final
That was
play of the
insane.
game. That was incredible to see. And I'm rooting for Minnesota. It might be tough. They're going to have to go to Philadelphia. But if they can pull that off against New Orleans, who knows what they can do.
I'm really happy for the Minnesota fan base. That was incredible to watch. Goosebumps. I just sat in my bed watching that game and just said, wow, that actually just happened. It was a historic moment. But TCB,
Yeah.
you picked the Saints. I
Yeah.
picked the freaking Rams.
Yeah.
Let's.
We suck, dude.
Yeah, it's brutal. But
We're in it together. Hey, but my dark horse pick was the Eagles. So, I mean, come on now.
didn't Westman pick the Vikes?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Wes, didn't you
Wow.
pick Carolina as your dark horse? Which is that's fair. That's fair. They had a good game with.
Well, hold on. I'm gonna pick them because I'm a real fan.
Right. No.
I'm sorry you couldn't pick the Lions. They were at
Dude,
home.
Lions are pitiful, man. Let's not talk about that. That's
Well, the Panthers and the Lions are doing the same things nowadays.
yeah, that's true. They're both
Hey.
watching.
Okay, let's get
Yeah.
into picks.
All right, we'll go to the picks. We'll start with Allen. We got the Patriots versus the Jaguars. The Patriots are favored by 7.5. Who do you have
I am
for this game?
I am taking the Jags straight up.
Oh
They
TCB.
they are hot right now, and Blake Bortles is gonna lead that Jags team into freaking Foxborough and whoop Tom Brady's ass. That defense is stout. It's over for the Patriots and Bill Belichick. I want to see New England fans crying on Monday because they lost to Blake Bortles and the Jaguars. Mark my words. You guys can slap me in the face.
Oh my
The
god.
Jacksonville
in the face?
Jaguars are going to win
wow.
by
Okay.
14 points.
Oh my god. Oh jeez.
All right, do your thing, TC.
Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Pop, Pop. First of all, are you being serious?
Dead serious.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay, so this is what I found out over the years. You can pick against New England, but 9 times out of 10, it's not going to help you out. And this year, with all this crap that they've had to go through with this fake news of Robert Kraft, Bill Belichick, and Tom Brady being in whatever they were in, turmoil or whatever. Oh my gosh, dude, they're just going to destroy the Jaguars. The Jaguars, okay, sure, they've got a decent defense. Have you
Decent.
do you know
Number
what,
one
you know what
scoring
GOAT
defense in the
no,
league.
Hey, do you know what GOAT stands for? That's greatest of all time, and that's Tom Brady.
He is the LOAT, luckiest of all time.
Luckiest of all time. Okay, well,
He's a system
dude,
quarterback.
do you know the real reason why he had an injury in his hand?
Why?
He couldn't hold it up because all his Super Bowl rings were like, oh my gosh, dude, it hurts so bad.
Oh.
It hurts so bad.
Boy.
He was flexing
Boy.
a little too
Right,
hard.
exactly, and he's gonna get one for his other hand. He's gonna have 6 Super Bowls after this year, and it's not even gonna be close. New England by 21.
Wait.
New England by 21.
21. TCB, don't you...
That's 21.
Toby, did you mention the other game, or are we just gonna ignore that?
Are we just talking about New England and Jacksonville right now?
I mean, I
Okay,
guess
what-
so.
Yeah, just
Wes, talk about that one.
I'm gonna hand it over to Landon if he's got anything, because I got some heat ready for you guys.
Oh boy.
all right. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not huge on the NFL. I'm a big NBA guy, but I do fantasy football. Not that I'm any good, but I followed a little bit. But I got to go with the Patriots. You
guys are a bunch of sellouts.
You can't ignore their prestige, man. Like why would they lose this game? There's no reason
In Foxborough.
they would lose this game.
Come on, Pop.
In Foxborough. Come on.
Oh my gosh. Hey, you're gonna get kicked off this show pretty soon, man. Not with those stupid picks. Golly. Wes, come on. Let's hear your fire, Wes. It better.
All right, you
Yes.
guys ready for
Let's
this?
hear it.
Okay, here's pretty much the consensus across America. It's going to be Philadelphia, and it's going to be New England. It's home games for these guys. People might not like it, but that's how it's going to turn out. But everybody wants Jacksonville. Everybody wants Minnesota. Those teams are more fun to watch. Teams of destiny. Everybody loves Blake Bortles. How can you hate him? I don't think I've heard anyone hating on Blake Bortles. I think everyone agrees that he's an elite quarterback.
Besides other players.
But here's my take. Everybody's talking about Tom Brady's hand injury. But listen up, folks. He's about to have an ego injury when Blake Bortles comes in. Face New England. 45-0. Jacksonville to the Super Bowl.
Wow. Wow. I'm speechless.
Didn't see that one
Wes,
coming.
man.
I respect that.
I love it. I love it.
Okay, there's no more to say about that. Deans, get the next game going for us.
Yeah. Got a mic drop over there from Westman. We'll go with the Vikings and Eagles. The Vikings are favored by 3 in this one. What do you guys think about this?
Pop?
I am taking Skull, the Minnesota Vikings. They're coming off a dramatic win. They're playing with heart right now. I don't believe in Nick Foles. He didn't even throw a touchdown last game. I don't think. I don't believe it. I don't. The only
He's coming with facts.
the only thing the Eagles have for them that's going for them right now is their offensive line, which they're playing amazing. But that Minnesota defense, sheesh, man, they're solid. They are solid, and I see the Vikings going in there tomorrow, Sunday, and beating the Eagles.
By how many?
I'm going to say it's going to be a close game. It's not going to be a blowout or anything. It's going to be – they're going to win by 5.
Okay, all right, that's fair. I very much agree with your Minnesota Vikings defense. Oh my gosh, watching that Saints game and especially in that first half, holy crap, jeez.
Yeah, man.
But, did you see how Philly played against Atlanta, dude? Perfect game plan. Perfect. Run the ball. Have your defense play stellar. Have a great offensive line, as you said, headed by Travis Kelce's brother Jason. And that Eagles team is rolling. Nobody ever thinks that a number 1 seed is going to be the underdog in 2 straight games. Dude, the Eagles are going to make them pay. I see the Eagles winning by a touchdown. What about you, Wes?
Well, gentlemen, as I said, everyone knows what's going to happen. It's in Philadelphia. But I'm still going to roll with my pick from 2 weeks ago. I love Minnesota. Philadelphia is going to fold at home. Case closed.
Pun.
Minnesota
Case Keenum.
Vikings to the Super
Case
Bowl.
Keenum closed.
Wow. It's going to be a crazy weekend of NFL. I'll tell you that right now.
I'm
And,
looking forward to it. I'm gonna
Oh,
be
me
glued to
too.
the. I'm gonna be glued to the TV.
dude, the NFL in the playoffs, watching those games, dude, you can't look away. A lot of times I'm on my phone, or I'm doing something else. No, dude, I'm watching those games. That's what happened last week. That's going to be happening this week. It's going to be a great evening of football tomorrow. Yes, I'm excited.
I could not agree more.
All right, is that all we got for the picks?
Yes,
You
sir.
know it.
All right, so who do you guys got for the Super Bowl? We'll hit on that just real quick. Just give us a pick.
I'm rolling with it. Minnesota.
I think I got
Pop?
it. I love the Jags, but this is
He's high on the
this is
Jags.
storybook for the Vikes. I gotta take them. I gotta take
Vikings?
them. Gotta take the Vikes.
You guys can take my man
TC?
card after this one, but it's easily New England Patriots. Easy.
No, yeah, I agree with you on
So-
that.
6
wow.
Super Bowls, man. 6 of them. You have to admit that's pretty freaking crazy.
All right, those are on record now. So when 2 of us are right, you can come back here and listen to it.
I was just kidding. Don't slap me.
Add to our
Please
credibility.
don't slap me, guys.
No, we're going to slap you
You're
out.
gonna
I'll-
be slapped.
Yeah, this is a real slap.
Crossings doesn't
Yeah, feel
count. I was crossing my fingers.
All right. We've got a quick good luck with that. Speaking of the NFL playoffs, Jalen Ramsey guarantees a Super Bowl victory. Quote, where is it? I ain't got too much to say, but make sure you all bring that same energy out next week and the week after, Ramsey said. We are going to the Super Bowl, and we are going to win that expletive. We are going to win that expletive.
Landon, I believe he said shit there.
I didn't want to say it.
Sorry, Will. Wesley, what do you got to say about that?
Good luck with that.
Yeah, good luck with
All
that.
right. That's all we have to say about that, Jalen Ramsey. And now for our segment, we're going to bring a new segment to the table here with our Would You Rather. Who wants to start with this one?
I got one.
All right.
Would you rather play basketball in Lithuania or Southern California?
Bob, do you have anything to say about that?
Well, if you guys don't know me, I am a big baller. So I would love to play in Lithuania because that's where only big ballers play.
Only big ballers in Lithuania.
Exactly.
All right. Well, I guess I'm not a big baller because Lithuania sounds awful, and it looks awful. And it might be one of the worst countries, at least in terms of producing basketball players, because holy cow, if you watch those highlights, like what they play at the rec center again? Like what? Like I don't
Hey, Giannis
Joe
Antetokounmpo.
Rec Center.
Giannis Antetokounmpo played in a rec center league.
Yeah, that's true in Greece, but there's no Giannis that they're playing against, dude. Those guys are all white, and they're all about 140 pounds. So, anyways, I would much rather play in Southern California.
No, yeah. I respect what they're doing, kind of proving a point, going to Lithuania, but come on. The opportunity is not nearly as, you don't have nearly as much of a chance being successful in Lithuania, going to the NBA as you do in Southern California, obviously going to the NBA. So I would much rather be in Southern California.
Fair. All right, I got a would you rather.
Dreams.
Let's hear it.
Would you rather watch your team lose the Super Bowl in heartbreaking fashion or not watch football for a season?
Oh,
Wow, that's a tough one. That's a
okay. I just flashed back to
To crying Jordan.
to a rough moment in my life. I just pictured that Cam Newton
Yeah.
fumble in my head. Oh my gosh.
So Wes, I mean, you have personal
Um,
experience, so you take the floor on this one, my friend.
I mean, is it really heartbreaking fashion if you get killed?
Yes, Alan, it was heartbreaking fashion. We lost one game in the regular season, and then performed like that in the Super
Couldn't
Bowl.
win when it
just,
counted.
Just embarrassing. But as a real football fan, I can't take a whole season off. I can't imagine that. That'd be awful.
Heck no, dude. And listen, if the Lions were to make the Super Bowl and lose in heartbreaking fashion, oh my gosh, I'm going crazy because I know the Lions aren't going to make the Super Bowl in my lifetime, because they suck. So I am definitely going with losing in the Super Bowl in heartbreaking fashion. Deans?
No, yeah. I mean, obviously, also a Lions fan. Yeah, I think I would be too excited. I think the build up to the Super Bowl would be just as
It would be
good.
amazing. Yeah.
I honestly would not watch football for a season because I already know my Cowboys will go 8-8 like they always do. So
Hey, you got Lion syndrome with the Cowboys. They had that one spectacular season last season, but I think it's going to be similar. Okay, I got a would you rather for you guys. Would you rather look like Trey Young
he's
or have to-
balding.
Come on.
That man
or
is
have to
balding.
play or have to play with the man? Because that man doesn't pass. He gets his assists in the weirdest ways. Would you rather look like Trey Young or have to play with the man?
Oof. I would rather play with him. I would rather play with him.
I'll take this one. This might be an unpopular opinion, but I'll take look like Trey Young. As an ugly fella, I've got a face for podcasting. I think looking like Trey Young might be a step up. me.
He's 6 foot, right?
Yeah, he's about.
All right.
Correct.
all right.
He's at least
All right,
6 foot.
so-
All right, so
That's definitely a step up.
well, you automatically get the women if you're above 6 foot. So yeah, that is a step up.
Dude, come on. Not if you look like Trey Young. Come on.
6 foot, man. Don't underestimate it.
That's true. Pop, what do you think?
I would rather play with him because that man is balding, and I'm not ready to be balding. That guy covers it up really
Much
well,
appreciate
though.
what he's got.
That guy covers it up really well, but you can still see it.
Yes, you
It's almost as
You know who else is balding?
Who else is balding?
LeBron James.
That's true. But he does not look like Trey Young.
Correlation.
Deans, what do you think?
I've got to say, play with him.
It's hard to want to look like Trey Young.
It is. They're seeing a little bit of success there, so you're gonna ride the coattails and
Right.
get a little bit of success along with it, even if you're not doing as much.
Suck.
But I don't want to sacrifice what I've got.
Heck no.
Not that it's a lot,
Right.
but
Anything is more
Come
than
on.
that.
right. Come on, Trey Young, if you're listening to this, it's jokes, man.
And also, he's not listening to this.
Just in case. All right, I've got a would you rather. I've got two actually,
Ooh.
if that's all
Well,
right. If that's all right. If we got
okay.
time.
Bonus.
We got
Yeah.
time.
all right.
I'm the producer.
We
got
we
time.
got time.
Okay.
All right. First, would you rather? Would you rather drop in at Tilted Towers every round in Fortnite, or get drafted by the Cleveland Browns in football?
Oh my gosh.
Wow. Dude, I'm going.
You know, you guys don't even have to answer that one.
No,
That's
I
just
don't-
that's
I'm
just-
not even gonna try.
unanswerable. Like, how do you answer that
Yeah.
one? That's
just broke the would you rather segment.
yeah. Just get that one out of here. What's the next one?
All right,
Would you
my
rather
next
machine
one.
broke?
If you're Kyrie Irving in this All-Star weekend, would you rather be drafted by LeBron or your rival in the past finals, Curry?
LeBron.
Curry.
Rekindle the flame?
I'd rather do LeBron. I mean, there's 2 point guards. I think just in terms of basic basketball, I'd go with LeBron.
If I'm Kyrie, this is my 1 year to go for it all. You know, if I get a little inside scoop on what Steph's doing, you know, maybe get into his locker, maybe poison his Brita water.
Okay.
You might have a chance at the title
Sponsored.
there.
Yeah, that's true.
We're not actually sponsored.
No, we're not sponsored.
Brita, if you would like to sponsor us, you're more than welcome to.
Very true. Deans, what do you think? What would you do? Or what would you rather?
I was more focused on the question.
Okay,
But
fine.
for the answer, I think I would rather be drafted by LeBron. I don't think there's going to be too much tension in that game between them. I mean, I think it looks bad to us, but I don't think there would truly be anything on the court. And I think teaming up with a previous teammate would be a good idea. Not that it matters that much, but I think it would be more fun for him.
Good call. Good call.
Is that all we got?
I think so.
Wait, I think we have over-unders, don't we?
Pop, you hit us with
We're
the
already at-
over-under if you got
All
it.
right, I have an
Do it.
over-under.
Make it quick. Make it quick.
Over-under 10 times
I'll
they
screen
talk
this 1
about
second.
Tom Brady's hand during the game.
Oh, my gosh. Way over.
Over.
Wait,
They'll
is
go
Tony,
over that in the
is
first
Tony
quarter.
going to be announcing that game? Oh.
Yeah, Tony's
Yeah.
taking that game.
Look at that hand.
Oh,
Look at
God.
that hand.
Come
Oh,
on.
my gosh, dude. What kind of quarterback? That dude's a beast, man. Look at that guy with his hand. Holy cow.
Let's look at the replay. Oh, look, if you look at
Look at
Tom
his
Brady's
hand.
hand.
Oh, my God, his hand. Oh, my God.
Oh.
All right,
And that was Tony Romo.
and that is our
Thanks
show.
for coming on the show, Tony.
Thank you guys for listening. That was the Prattle episode 2. I'm Dean's the producer, along with TCB, Westman, and Alan. And again, thank you for listening.
Adios.
Bye-bye.
See ya.